I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, who got a chance to go out and vote yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes. Good for you. Did you guys get the new big stickers? Like the stickers we got this year were great big ones, and they had all the languages that said I voted. So anyway, I didn't know if that was just our spot or not. But anyway, welcome. You are at the West Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce, and we have a mission. Did you know that, Todd? You know that we have a mission? Our mission is to enhance business opportunities for West LA businesses through referral, advocacy, and education. Those are the three pillars that we build everything on. We have, say for example, referral. We want to make sure that we provide multiple locations and multiple situations where business owners can meet each other and potentially grow a relationship that could be mutually beneficial. So we like to work with like-minded business owners and develop referral partnerships. So we have all sorts of stuff going on during the month where you can get together and network and build those referral partnerships. Advocacy, we as a chamber often have a political figure, an elected official, or even an appointed official come and speak to us. We want to make sure that they hear the needs of the West LA business community. Because if they don't hear what we need, they're going to maybe make some policies in a vacuum, and we want to prevent that. So we're very active in advocacy. And education. We like to provide educational opportunities for our members. It's usually one member providing, some kind of a free education or workshop for other members. As a matter of fact, today you're going to get one of those free workshops called How to Make Your Website Completely Irresistible. And it's really just a service to our membership. We want to provide opportunities for members to help each other grow in their knowledge and in their skill sets. So anyway, that's what we do. Let's see, is Christine here? Do we have our ambassador here today? No, so we have a website. It's westlachamber.org. Not sure if you RSVP'd there or not, but if you'd like to see the upcoming events that are happening at West LA and all the different things that we're doing, you can find all that information out at westlachamber.org. Sound good? All right, so the first thing that we're going to do today is we are going to do some networking. Are you guys ready to do some networking?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's like 3 people ready to do some networking? No, so what we do is we call it table networking. And essentially, and we'll probably have you guys, move to a table that has some more, a couple seats. So we're going to provide an opportunity about a minute or so for everyone to give their personal presentation about their business, okay? And we're just going to go around the table. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, and every table is going to have a timer, and you'll have 60 seconds basically to give your presentation, your elevator pitch, if you will, your personal commercial, whatever you want to call it. When you do that, make sure you take your business cards and pass them around the table so everyone knows who you are and can place a face with a name. Once we've done that, we will have our workshop. Then we're going to do some more networking, and then we're going to have some more advocacy stuff after that. But I'm just going to tease you with that. You'll have to stay tuned for more information on that. So, all right, are we ready to do some networking?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so do we have a timer at every table? Let's make sure, and if you guys want to maybe direction in terms of accomplishing our mission of referral, advocacy, and education. So I'm going to introduce our board, and if you guys can stand up, first and foremost is Ruzbeh Farhanapur, our president. We also have Phil Gabriel, Chris Gray, Nina Mohasser, Steve Little, Dr. William Manos, Elham Yahubian, and Cynthia Rockwell. Ladies and gentlemen, for our board of directors who are helping us. So if you are interested in also helping direct the activities that we do and help influencing the direction of the West LA Chamber, please talk to Ruzbeh or any one of our board of directors, and they can talk to you how you can be part of the board of directors, or maybe help the chamber politically or in some other form or fashion. We'd love to show you how you can help. All right. And now I'm going to introduce. Remember how I told you we're going to do a little more advocacy stuff? So I'd like to bring up Jessica Borick. And she's going to talk to us about a November 2018 ballot measure. Jessica, come take it away.
Thank you. Well, thanks for inviting me here this morning. Now that
the June primary election is over. It's time to start preparing for the November ballots. I'm sure the length of the ballot may be at least double in terms of statewide ballot measures that you will all be asked to vote on. I'm here to ask for the Chamber's support for one ballot measure in particular. It's a measure sponsored by the California Business Roundtable called the Tax Fairness, Transparency, and Accountability Act of 2018. And this is something that the CBRT, the Cal Chamber, Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association, and CalTax have been working on for a number of years. What it was about 40 years ago, voters passed Prop 13, which required a 2/3 vote of the state legislature to pass any new tax measures. Voters subsequently passed 218 and 26, which also secured additional voter taxpayer protections. And so we've seen some of those come undone recently in years with recent court cases. And so what this measure will do is take that, well, let me just take a step back and talk about the problem first. As business owners, you probably see your taxes go up for different assessments. We see user utility taxes, higher cable taxes, beverage taxes. In the Bay Area, they're talking about employee head taxes, where you'll pay additional taxes for every employee you hire. And so with these coming down the line, what we wanted to do is say, well, what can we do to stop some of these measures from being brought to the ballot? Because a lot of times, too, politicians are selling these measures to voters as ones that are for a certain service, a public service, and then they get the money and they spend it on something else. Or we see them put these taxes on the ballot as general fund taxes, but then say, add a companion measure that says, but we promise we're going to spend it on public safety or schools or children, and then they take it and they spend it on unfunded liabilities or things that voters didn't intend for their hard-earned money to go to. So this measure does 4 things. The first is it will require that any new tax on any new local tax, the use of that revenue must be defined before it gets to the ballot. So, and it is a legally binding definition of how it can be used. The second is there will be no more general fund taxes that require simple majority and special taxes that require 2/3. All local taxes will require 2/3 to pass. The third thing that it does is requires for any city council to move a tax to the ballot will require 2/3 of the city council. A lot of city councils only have 5 members. Obviously LA has more. So it would be 4/5 of a 5-member council, 5/7 of a 7-member council. But so that we reach more of a mass general consensus before moving these taxes to the ballot. And the fourth thing that this measure would do was would require any fees, charges, or taxes levied by unofficial or unelected bureaucrats go to the state legislature for approval, where taxes require 2/3. So this really raises the bar for fairness for businesses, for consumers on the taxes that they're paying, accountability for politicians to say, you know, where these tax measures are supposed to go to, that revenue is actually going there. And then the transparency aspect, so all of these taxes have a clear definition of where they're going. You know, with all the taxes that are moving to the ballot, I think in the last 8 years, CalTax has said local voters have faced 1,200 local taxes. This election alone yesterday, there were 98 local tax measures, and no one is talking about the P word, which is pensions and unfunded liabilities. They're very happy to say, we need this for public safety, which is a half-truth because a lot of the pensions that are being paid are for retired police and firefighters. But what can cities be doing to manage those budgets better? What can we be doing to stop overspending on projects so that they don't have to come back to voters and business owners for higher taxes? So anyway, we've collected over 1 million signatures for this ballot measure. We've turned signatures in. We have about a 77% return rate in terms of those signatures checking out for certification. So we believe we'll qualify. The deadline is June 28th, and then we'll be straight on till November. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Can you repeat the name of the bill?
Sure, it's the Tax Fairness, Transparency, and Accountability Act of 2018. We don't have a bill number yet, but that will come once it qualifies at the end of June. Thank you. You're welcome.
What are the opponents going to say about the measure?
The opponents are the California League of Cities, California State Association of Counties, CSAC, SEIU, and firefighters who essentially say it's stripping local control from cities, and we say it's actually giving more control to voters to decide where their tax revenue is going. And so basically the argument against it is we want to make it easier to raise taxes. We need more money. We want more of your money. And we say, no, we need to raise that bar.
Do you need more signatures?
No, we have plenty of signatures. And yeah, they're on their way to being certified and qualified. So like I mentioned, in probably just a few weeks' time, that'll be done. We have our legislative hearings set for this week. And so we're all moving down the process.
Are there any current measures that were passed last night that are exactly what you're talking about that might be affected by that?
You know, one that's interesting was Proposition 69, which was the lockbox for transportation funds. It would require that all gas tax funds be spent on transportation, which, you know, I think intuitively we all thought, well, duh, isn't that why they passed it? But nothing was, they weren't committed to spending the new gas tax funds on transportation. So with the passage of that measure, they will now have to spend it on transportation.
Anybody else? Jessica? Yeah.
Is there a net cost to the state if this proposition passes and it's going to cost $200 million for the state and 100, or is it going to be?
In revenue lost? No, and you know what, this doesn't impact any previous revenue, so all the money that the city's collecting, they'll still continue to collect. Parcel taxes, they've always been 2/3, they'll stay 2/3. So this only impacts a small minority of taxes that cities are putting on the ballot, and they shouldn't be losing money, but it does control a little bit more on where and how they can spend it.
So it's basically revenue.
Well, yeah, and for the state to put this on the ballot, it's revenue neutral. It'll just depend on how cities decide to budget their revenue.
Any more questions? All right, Jessica, thank you so much. All right, so now we're going to do a little more networking, but instead of doing kind of our 60-second commercial at our table, we're going to go around the room and everyone's going to have a chance to stand up and basically give one sentence of, you know, their company name, who they are, what they do, etc. So it's not a 60-second commercial. It is a, I don't know, a 10-second commercial maybe, max. So literally one sentence. So we'll go around and everyone's going to get a chance to do it. Make sure you speak, you know, in your outdoor voice so everyone can hear you. And I'm going to start over here at this table with our lone board of director member, Nima, who's sitting. Yeah, I feel so lonely.
Well,
go ahead and
take the place.
Go ahead and stand up.
Seconds about me.
Yeah, just who you are and what you do.
My name is Nima. Think of Finding Nemo, you'll remember me. I am interested and work with legislative affairs in the car rental industry. And from 9 to 5, I manage and run a car rental specializing in passenger vans. We have locations in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and San Francisco. Hoping to open a few more, and I did believe that was my 10 seconds. Thank you, sir.
That is it. Thank you. All right. Can you start with Michelle?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Dong. This is my first meeting here, and I'm enjoying it so far. I am a luxury Coldwell Banker residential agent with a law background, and I do mostly luxury properties, anything from $500,000 to the sky, I suppose. And I still have to get used to the networking. I guess the best referral for me at the moment would be, you know, a tear-down house that one of my developers is looking to build, tear down, and build something.
Great. Thank you. Bruno?
I am Bruno Pizano, and I specialize in internet marketing, more specifically SEO. So I put companies on the first page of Google for pretty much any desired keyword. And a good referral for me will be a jeweler. Thank you very much.
I'm Philip Gabriel with the Scrubs Unlimited. We sell scrubs and lab coats. And right now I'm specializing in looking for large groups, summer camps, medical offices, and such like that for the summer. Thanks.
Good morning, Cynthia Rockwell with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, helping those who need help with the real estate finance, purchase, remodel, construction, and debt consolidation.
Good morning, my name is Todd Maister. I'm a commercial lender with U.S. Bank. What I do is I provide business owners access to capital to help them grow their business, whether it be a business line of credit or equipment financing, and I also specialize in commercial real estate, help them find new homes and help investors grow their real estate portfolio.
I'm Buzz Park with Lightyear Marketing Group. I work with small law firms and local businesses who need to consistently get new customers. Through marketing services, I help them generate cash flow, bring in quality new customers, and grow their firms. A good referral for me would be a criminal defense attorney, but I'm not in trouble.
Steve Little, State Farm Insurance. Any of those things that you can destroy, I can insure. Home, auto, or life.
Good morning, Roosevelt Parahanipur. I'm owner of the Delphi Greek restaurant catering. Best referral for me is small businesses who have a weekly lunches. If you know any of them, please refer them to me. I can serve them weekly basis. Thank you.
My name is Elham Yahobian. Tower of Babel Language Services. We provide tutors in different languages and translation. Any documents, and if you want to translate any website, or if you have any actor, actresses, friends who wanted dialect coaching, we can provide them. Thank you.
Robert Dunn Insurance, specializing in travel, medical, and international health insurance, individual traveler or group travel. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Tyler. I'm with Paul Davis Restoration. We're good people on a bad day. So we handle fire damage, water damage, mold, all that kind of fun stuff. If you or anyone that you guys know think you have a problem with that, give us a call. We offer free estimates. Tyler McCauley with Paul Davis Restoration.
Good morning, I'm Dr. William Manos. You can affectionately call me Bill, and I only have one thing to say. Do not eat at a B-rated restaurant.
Hello, KC Hawkinson. My firm is called Beyond. We do merchant services for just about any type of business out there. Good referral for us is a business that accepts business-to-business transactions. We have some great virtual terminal capabilities to help reduce those costs. Thanks. Bye.
So good morning, my name is Stan Scott, location manager for Pierce Brothers Westwood Village Memorial Park and Mortuary, and my real estate is just as expensive as yours. It is.
Good morning, my name is Esther King. I'm from China. I'm a bring China traveler coming to the United States. I do Chinese medicine because this is 5,000 years experience. We really knew how can healing disease because we understand what caused the disease. We fix source. So, and not just like that, we have teach you how can love your body. You don't need to be sick. If you take care of your body, you can live 100 years with strong health, business successful, happy life.
Thank you.
Figure out where to stand. I'm Courtney. I'm the owner of Clubhouse Exchange. We opened 2 weeks ago, and we have Gently Loved clothing for kids up to 5 years old. We style everything into outfits with 2 pieces. Nothing's over $25. We also have a kids zone where kids can play being watched by a child facilitator while the adults work in our shared workspace. And we have a membership with that, and then we have classes for parents and children. Good referral is any new families, anyone with kids, anyone. We're right down the street on Pico in New West LA. Thanks.
This is Hedy. I'm a farmer's insurance agent. I'm doing personal, commercial, workers' comp, life insurances. Anything that you need, you can call me. I will help you. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Chris Gray with Moss & Company. We're the largest property management firm in LA. We have 12,000 units, apartments under management. We also have a commercial division managing both office and retail space. If you or anyone you know is looking for an apartment, you can visit mosscompany.com. Thank you.
Hello, Diana Perez. I work for Steve Little Insurance Agency, State Farm. And this is my first moment here with all of you standing up and speaking in a group. So, but I am very passionate about life insurance, protecting those you leave behind and protecting the life you have today. And of course, State Farm offers a plethora of other services to protect everything in your life. Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want you? Oh, little bit.
My fault.
Okay. Hi, I'm Joan Fields Evans. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty West Side, specializing in not so much commercial, a little commercial. I'm looking for a dance studio right now for a client, in fact, but mainly residential sales leases. So if you know anybody that wants to buy, sell, or please call me. And on my website, it's Joan for My Dream Home. And see me after the meeting, and my info and my phone number's here. And I'm a former school teacher, so I bring that personalized service to my clients. So, thank you.
Zara Hedayat, enrolled agent and tax consultant. 2018 Tax Act affects everybody from personal to business. Business with Section 199A, and personal with the change as the sold and all other exemption and different on a Schedule A. So if you're not planning for 2018, you are missing a lot. So you definitely need to talk to your accountant or somebody else that can help you plan for your 2018, especially with people with business and Section 199. Zahra Hidayah, thank you.
Good morning, my name is Faith. My nickname is Judy Wazanski. I work for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate, and I help people buy and sell properties anywhere. Because if you want to buy in another country, we've got resources for that. And I'm looking for motivated buyers or sellers.
Sanaz, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah. Hi, good morning. This is Sanaz Danesh. Hi, good morning. This is Sanaz Danesh. I'm photographer and clinical psychologist, fashion designer, and interior designer. Photographer for portrait photographer for events, for websites, and design websites. That's it. Thank you.
Farzan.
Yeah, my name is Farzan Refai. I'm a videographer, photographer, cinematographer, and I work as this field more than 20 years. Right now, I work more with fashion industries, models, fashion designers, and fashion styles.
Awesome. Good job, everybody. All right, good job. Okay, so right now I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes or so, and you guys are going to write down as many of the top questions that you can think of in layman's terms. So get set, go. If I had some cool, game show music, I would play it now, but I don't have it. So. You need a worksheet. No, I have one. Would you like a worksheet? Oh. All right. Steve said that you cannot leave until all 52 lines are filled out with a question. So I like that. What questions do your clients ask you every day? What's that? I said we did a workshop. Yeah, that's
drive a big van with a regular driver's license?
Can I drive a big van with a regular driver's license? Absolutely. That's a great question, and that's probably exactly how people ask it too, right? Did you have one?
What's your rate?
What's your rate? Absolutely. Selling loans, you know, etc. What is your loan rate? What is a good loan rate in Los Angeles? That would be a great article title or video title right there. Who else? Yes.
Well, mine's more generic for my store. Do you have lab coats? Do you have kids scrubs? Do you have tall? Do you have cotton?
Okay.
Chip? Do you monogram? Just
Yeah. How about, you know, which is better, a cotton lab coat or polyester? That's probably a question that people ask. Or, you know, for scrubs, what's better, all cotton scrubs or a blend? You know, that might be a question that they could ask, absolutely. What else? A couple more, yes?
How can I buy investment properties and make money?
Ooh, absolutely. How can I buy investment properties and make money? That is a great article title right there. And then you tack on in Los Angeles, right? Because we want to bring in Los Angeles business. But if you answer that question, man, that's a powerful, that article or video is a powerful tool that you can use to give yourself credibility and really bring in some business. Excellent. Some more. I know there's a lot more out there. Don't be shy.
How long would it take to rank on first page?
How long will it take to rank on the first page of Google? Yes. Get that question all the time. What else?
How much does a grave cost?
How much does a grave cost? Absolutely. In Los Angeles or, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
1218.
At the celebrity cemetery.
At the celebrity
right?
cemetery, 1218 Glendon Avenue, right around the corner. Nice commercial, right?
Next to the memorial.
How do I calculate my effective cost?
How do I calculate my effective cost? Absolutely. How do I figure out what my costs are for my product? Absolutely. What else? Bruce Bay.
What's the minimum food delivery?
What's the minimum food delivery? Absolutely. Steve.
Why is my insurance so expensive?
You know what?
Get it all the time.
That's absolutely a great
Good neighbor.
Ask that question.
Good neighbor.
It's because of your agent.
It's because of the advertising dollars the insurance agency has to spend to bring in the business. Just kidding. Any other? Yes.
What is the cost to repair? Like if the home is a fixer
Oh, what's the cost
they
to
ask
repair?
me how much it's gonna cost for them to fix up the home.
How much does it cost to fix up a home before I sell it in Los
Or
Angeles?
buy it.
Why should I use you?
Why should I use you? All right. So people probably won't type in a search engine, why should I use you? But you could do a comparison, U.S. bank rates versus Wells Fargo versus Bank of America. That would be, people can look at that article. Because those, if they're looking at U.S. Bank, they're probably looking at, you know, Chase, Wells Fargo, and et cetera, right? Yes.
We have a lot, but one thing that I think is good for us, lease versus buy car. A lot of business owners ask me. So
Is it better to lease a car for my business or to purchase it or to buy it? Absolutely. What a great question. So, you guys, first of all, give yourself a round of applause. So here's the deal. You just literally came up with 3, 4, 5 months worth of article or video topics ready to be made. So if you were to put a date next to each one of those, put a date a week out or a couple weeks out next to each and every one of those article titles, and you wrote those articles, your website would start to convert. And even if you never rank on the search engine, because to be honest with you, a lot of businesses, you know, unless they do hire somebody like Bruno or me and really put some effort into it, may not rank consistently on the first page of Google. However, you're going to be answering the most pressing questions of the visitors that do get to your site, and as a result, they're going to want to do business with you because they're going to consider that you're the expert and that you understand their needs and you're going to be able to help them. So really, that's all I have for you today. Let's talk about what we talked about, all right? So we talked about how people get to websites, right? Direct and search engines, etc. We talked about the purpose of a website from a business owner's perspective is to what?
Get information.
To get, no, it's not to get information. What's the purpose of a website from a business owner's perspective?
Oh,
To convert, to get business, to get more customers, to grow the company, right? The key to SEO is content marketing. We talked about the success formula. You guys remember what the items are in the success formula? SEO, size matters. Frequency and consistency, those 4 things, absolutely. are key. Now, there's some nuances to that. You can talk to Bruno if you want to understand the nuances to that, but that's the absolute truth. We talked about your first step is to come up with the questions that you just did. Your next step is to take those back, and you and your staff come up with some articles or some videos. You know how easy it is to just record a quick video, or have somebody like Bruno, do a nice produced video of you answering these questions? It's not that hard, and it doesn't take very long at all. And then you did your worksheet. All right, so are there any other questions before we move on today? Sir?
So I'm sure a lot of us in here probably use some sort of SEO optimization or something like that at some point. The thing that's always tough, at least the companies I've used with, is it's like almost impossible to measure for them to show us. It's like, well, when I go to Google, I don't see myself.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, but let me show you over here where you do show up really well.
Right.
It's like the man behind the curtain, it seems a lot of times.
That's one of the challenges, gosh, Bruno and I can talk about this all day. This is one of the challenges. There's a lot of charlatans out there, and they may be doing stuff that are helping you, but if they're not educating you and giving you 100% transparency and showing exactly what results are coming in, then they're not effective at what they're doing, because they need to be able to be confident enough to be 100% transparent. You should be able to see direct results. Now, the key about content marketing is it takes some time. This is not something that you're going to write a couple articles in 2 months, boom, you've got 80% of your business coming off the internet. It just doesn't happen that way. It does take time, and most businesses quit because they don't see results fast enough. And the problem is that's really the internet marketer's fault for not managing expectations and explaining the long-term value of content marketing. Because I assure you, if you're consistent for a year, 18 months, you will not recognize your business. Your website will be a lead-generating machine. I absolutely guarantee it. Yeah. So, so people have to be transparent, and there's so many good tools like Google Analytics or HubSpot or so many different tools that can show you exactly what's happening with your website in terms of what results that you're getting. But a lot of internet marketing companies, consultants, they want to hide the fact that they're not really doing crap for your website, so they hide it in complex explanations. That's my opinion. Am I telling the truth? Yeah. Yeah. So the questions. I saw a couple other hands up. Yes.
That's the follow-up. So you mentioned that you have to kind of stay the course for a while. So
Yeah.
I think you mentioned maybe a year and a half. Is
Yeah.
that what you think is probably, hey, you kind of got to go with this thing a year and a half and figure out the measurable results?
In my opinion, a business should look at it long term. They should look at it. This is something that we're going to do from now on. Now, you can get results faster, especially if you utilize video and things like that. You can see results faster than a year, but it does take a while. This is not something that you should do for a while. This is something that should be part of your marketing philosophy for your company, because what you're doing, you're answering your customers' questions. So you should always want to be answering customers' questions. So I would make it basically add it into your budget, whether it's a time budget or a monetary budget, and make it part of your business's marketing strategy in perpetuity. That's my personal opinion. Other questions? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I enjoyed having you very much. I apologize, it's kind of the Buzz Park show. I'm the MC all the time, but I don't always do the workshops or anything like that. So just so you don't think that this is the Buzz Park Chamber of Commerce. It is not the Buzz Park Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so that concludes our event today. And I always like to end with a quote. One of my favorite things to do is to look at quotes of various people. Oh yeah, we have door prizes. Thank you very much. So we do have some door prizes. Did everyone get their business card into the basket? If you have not had your business card or put it into the basket of goodness here, please do so now, because we are going to have a door prize. Steve, you want to come on up here? So we have 2 door prizes that I know of. 2 door prizes. Come on up here, Steve. 2 that I know of. The first door prize is basically, do you want to do one as well? Okay, so we have 3 door prizes. Can I get 4? 4 door prizes. Anybody? 4 door prizes. 5 door prizes. All right, so we have 3 door prizes. The first one that we're going to pick from, and I'll pick from it here, is a free breakfast, a free Western Light Chamber networking breakfast. So we would love for you to bring a colleague or bring a fellow business owner to the chamber next month, or actually probably next month. I guess we're going to be in, we're off for the 4th of July, and I'll talk about that in a second. But come to the next breakfast and bring a colleague, and guess what? They can get in for free, all right? So the winner of the free networking breakfast is, no, it's Dr. Vilmanos. Dr. Vilmanos, congratulations. This is actually your chamber card. This is not your food services card. So. All right, so you got one coming. All right, and Steve has, what do you have?
$25 Visa card.
$25 Visa card.
Bill always wins these. I bought him.
Steve bought my shoes for me.
I bought his shoes.
It's because he puts in 4 cards.
That's right.
Bye.
Joan.
Joan, all right. Congratulations. You just won $25. Can she insure that gift card with you?
She can.
All right. Not a very
I
expensive.
charge no commission.
All right, and then Ruth, what are you doing today?
$25 lunch at Delphi.
A $25 lunch at Delphi. Wow, that's a good one. I won that a couple months ago.
Parza.
Martha! All right.
Thank you.
No nepotism here. All right.
A good gift.
Right. Right. So, yeah, Ruth Bay brought up a great point. So, Fiona Ma was elected last night just overwhelmingly for state treasurer. She's been a member of the chamber for a long time. She's come and spoke to us as well. And also Joel Anderson.
Joel Anderson.
Also has been a member of the chamber and has spoken and also won his election. So just letting you know, if your candidate wants to win the election, they have to come to West LA Chamber. That is the moral of the story. Okay, lastly, we will not be meeting next month because that Monday is on basically the 4th of July. So we will not be having a networking breakfast in July. We will be having networking at noon and mixer and things like that. So look at the website for that, but we will not be having a breakfast in July. So we will reconvene here, same time, same place, in August, and the first Wednesday of August. So just keep that in mind. I mean, if you come and show up at 7 o'clock, they have good breakfasts in there, and you know, Kayvon will take care of you, so you won't go away hungry, but we won't be here to talk to you. All right, is there any other announcements that you can think of, board members? All right, so let's finish with a quote. Today, our quote comes from Dolph DeRuse, and he was kind of a real estate investment guy back in the 70s and 80s, very popular speaker. But he said, ideas are funny little things. They only work if you do. So ladies and gentlemen, go out and put your ideas to work, make the world a better place, and we will see you next time. Take your worksheets with you. Anyone wants a blank worksheet or whatever? You're the only one who's willing to do it.
Being videotaped. That's a good content for the website.
Hey,